First and foremost, I just want to say thank you, God. I gotta be thankful. You know, the way I'm hearing, the way these perps are trying to break me down, and the stupidity. Listen, it's over. One thing they shouldn't even waste their energy is the way I understand things are happening. I'm never gonna be myself, and I'll never be myself again. And unfortunately, I should have. I'll usually I tend to show like what they did to me, but I'll show it maybe later. Just keep it in the next video. But these clowns, like I don't know where they find this shamelessness of just not feeling embarrassed, of like feeling of making yourself dumb, in that sense, or dumbing yourself down, or making yourself look dumb. Not even look like mentally childlike. I don't know where they get the strength of not being shameful of how stupid things look like. Listen, I get that they try to gaslight me. They want me to think that what's happened to me is not the manipulation they're clearly doing, but it's something else but manipulations. They put together things in ways that are just nonsensical. They go through scripts. Matter of fact, not too long ago, this trash was talking to me via V2K, and she's like, "You're not," and I'm like, "Yeah, I am." I'm so convinced now that because they use this stupidity, which I'll bring up. It's like after this factor, I'm so am. I mean, that's validation there. And then when she noticed how obviously I'm not subscribing and identify with this manipulation, especially when they use this stupidityness to validate this, it's just like, oh, now you want me to think that it's like, she's like, oh, you didn't? She's talking about did not, because they say that they're doing it for a woman called Courtney or Brittany, like you raped or this, like oh, no, let me guess it, let me think this way, and they're doing that so they can just go into an argument where it's more of like, okay, well, what you think that this was, right? And so they changed that because I'm not subscribed. I know I'm not. I will never identify with this. I know they manipulate me. There's the nasty things they do to others. I know who I am. 2 seconds ago, they manipulate me in such a degrading way, I'll get to that point. And it's the same thing. I'm like, really? You think that your validation comes from this? Go make me subscribe to that. But when it comes to me and Courtney and Brittany, it becomes more of like, okay, well, if it comes from them, maybe that's something that's worth considering that way, right? So they change. Oh, you didn't do this to this woman? I'm like, wait, so you or me, first of all, you're deflecting from the fact that you clearly manipulated me in this pedophilia-centric way to now talk about something where you want to have an argument, or not even an argument, you want me to think that you're doing it for this woman when I know you are a raping woman? No, you guys don't rape women. So they play these games. Because I'm definitely not. I'm not subscribing to it. So that's don't even. It's so I will never. It's so. Let me just say this. Talking Mitchell, the day where I think I'm not being manipulated to make me experience this pedophilia type of torture is so gone. It's such a waste of energy. And them try to validate themselves using the most stupid things possible. It's just magical. No, today what you're gonna do is like you're gonna manipulate my brain to have some kind of reaction that's so degrading sexually, in order to look like you're protecting children. It's a manipulation. You are making me have this experience. I'm not experiencing an organic experience. You are changing my brain for me to experience that. And it's clearly the things you do. Not too long ago, they were trying to yesterday I made a video, but it's not public yet. They use things from work that makes no sense. And I made a whole video about it. It's like, let's just say I'm in sales. Like I said, this is gonna sound familiar. And I sell furnitures. And I think the price of this furniture, the way it's based from from the vendors, is the price like that because they perhaps have manufactured people in a country maybe in Vietnam versus in Thailand. And maybe that's why the price is like that. And I'm like, hey, I think it's coming more from Vietnam than Thailand, right? But I'm not sure. But it looks more like it's going from Vietnam. I'm using that as an example. And then all along, I ask, first of all, I keep asking, and then somebody comes back to us and is like, oh, actually, it's from Thailand. That kind of validation for them, this thing that has nothing to do with what's happening to you, is used to try to guys like, oh yeah, we're mapping. You're not, huh? You're not. They start, and I'm supposed to think, because I initially thought this was coming from Vietnam and not from Thailand. That's proof. And by the way, that either way, that doesn't change reality. I'm like, I just want to know the answer here so we can get to some conclusion. It's like, you're not, huh? It's like, you know what? I believe now. I am. You're right. This thing is from Thailand, not Vietnam. I am. It's that retarded. And I have these clowns around you. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you're not. They're gonna rape you. They're gonna do this and that. Jesus. So let's go. I couldn't live life like you. Such a winners. And so this trash change. Oh, so you did not, huh? And so she shares the subject to talk about me and corny and brainy and what that. It's like, oh, you're deflecting from that. No, I'm not going to allow you, people involved in a program that rapes women and torture children, who are here validating themselves with this stupidity to think I'm not being manipulated, to bring up these things to present yourself, you clown. My mind is being so rewired in such a stupid way. It's insane. I'm becoming mentally retarded. I swear, I'm so sorry to use that language, but this is just so bad. These people were making me think. Listen, today what's happening, they can make me have sexual arousals in any ways. I can feel my brain having some reaction. Not too long ago, I was in the office. I saw the back of somebody. They start stimulating me. That person could be a teenager. I don't know. It's from the back. They start stimulating me. Look, they start going crazy. Oh, we're raiding your brain. It's you. Somebody called me like, we're raiding your brain. It's so bad. He came like, yeah, we're raiding your brain. He was a little, oh my gosh. Like, somebody come and just looked at me. I'm like, you think I'm this retard like that? Let's be different. Look how brittle you think I am. And then they do this thing. Now, that's the stupidity. And the mixture. They even tell me they're going to frame me by implanting child porn. It's so disgusting. But they've twisted something in such a different way. The way they twist reality. In March, and excuse my, I'm not perfect, but in March of 2020, there was a big thing that happened. If you all familiar with something called OnlyFans, there was a massive leakage. Somebody hacked OnlyFans and shared all of those videos. I go ahead, and I'm not perfect, and I looked at it, and I think in the midst of doing that, one of them got onto my computer. So later on, they tried to mess with me. They even tried to erase my memories because I looked at the date of when that was. I know it was around the same time when the release came out of this OnlyFans, and they tried to change my brain into forgetting that part and delete that part. And the video is a woman doing a sexual act, but her back is facing the camera and she's on top. They tried to imagine this woman to be a child. And because you don't see the face, and it's only the back and the head, and she's doing sexual act from the from being on top, and the camera facing her back, they try to imagine, oh, that's a child. Matter of fact, they even went to the point of saying, you see, the The room is dirty. It can't be a woman. It couldn't be an adult. That's how stupid it gets. And so today's like, and by the way, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I don't like that to be on my. I don't know what they would do. I made the mistake to delete that. I should have kept it. I didn't know how stupid things are gonna be. Because I would have been showing this, like, look at that. I would have been showing that. I wish I didn't delete. And they're like, oh yeah, delete this now. What they saying? They said they're gonna play child porn. And like asking me delete this. I said this is not feminist porn. You have children getting raped. They say they're going to plant that on my computer. And then try to make me believe this person who's a young adult woman. Because you don't see her face. And you only see the back. They want me to imagine her to be underage. For it to be convenient in their storytelling. Delusional trash. And today they're having this fucking trash with them. I don't care. Pretending that they're getting raped. It's trash. Let them live this nasty life. Watch my prophecies. It's really disgusting. And they're like, yeah, you rape women. It's like, we know who rapes women, trash. Literally a common tactic in this program. Literally rape in this program is utilized to break down women. It's a tool. It's literally a tool. It's part of their weapon in their wars. Trash. That can be just this strong. The stupidity that I'm dealing with to make me identify with this manipulation. I wish I could. There was this little girl who's big chubby tried to do some kitchen thing. They tried to make me feel like grabbing myself. I'm like, gee, nasty. Of course I know I'm being manipulated. You think that where this thing was bought from, it's gonna make me think I'm not being manipulated? This kind of, oh, you're not. And then when I was like, oh no, you know what, I am. You made sense. Validated. It's from Thailand. And so, oh, you did not. Start to change subject. I was like, oh, okay, I know what you're doing. You're deflecting because you know I'm never going to subscribe to this manipulation. And I know you want me to think that you're doing it for corny or pretty women that you rape or torture if they're in the program. Tagging me, just stay strong. Don't ever identify with this.